Welcome back to our channel. Today, we're diving into a fascinating topic. Did Joan of Arc fake her visions? It's a question that has intrigued historians and scholars for centuries, and we're here to explore it. So, let's get started. Joan of Arc, a young peasant girl, claimed to have received divine visions from God, Michael the Archangel. These visions inspired her to lead the French army against the English during the 100 Years' War. Her story is a testament to her courage, faith, and leadership skills. But skeptics have questioned whether Joan of Arc's visions were genuine or if she was simply a skilled manipulator. Some historians have suggested that Joan of Arc might have suffered from a mental illness, such as schizophrenia, which could have caused her to experience hallucinations. Others have speculated that she might have been influenced by the political and social climate of her time. However, it's important to note that Joan of Arc's visions were not unique in her time. Many other people, both religious and non-religious, claimed to have similar experiences. Additionally, Joan of Arc's visions were consistent with the beliefs and practices of the time. In the end, the truth about Joan of Arc's visions may never be fully known. But what is certain is that her story continues to captivate and inspire people from all walks of life. Stay until the end for the full story in this video. Please give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to help us grow.
Exploring the life and legacy of Joan of Arc and the historic sites to visit in France. What is the historical context of Joan of Arc's story? And top places to visit for a deeper look into her life. The story of Joan of Arc is one of the most iconic tales in history. Born into a humble family in rural France during the 100 Years' War, her courage and determination have made her an icon of hope and strength throughout history. A reminder to never give up in the face of adversity. France is home to some of the most iconic sites related to Joan of Arc. The legendary French heroine who fought against the English in the 100 Years' War. These places offer a unique insight into her life and legacy. Number 1. In 1412, Joan of Arc was born in Domrémy, a small village in northeastern France. Domrémy-la-Pucelle. This is the village where Joan of Arc was born and raised. You can visit her childhood home, which is now a museum, as well as the Church of Saint Joan of Arc, which was built in her honor. Number 2. In 1425, Joan begins to experience religious visions and hears the voices of saints, including Saint Michael, Saint Catherine, and Saint Margaret. She was responsible for leading French forces to victory during the 100 Years' War, and is credited with inspiring a nation to reclaim its freedom. Her story is marked by visions and miracles, which have led many to consider her a saint. Joan's visions are believed to have guided her actions, providing her with divine guidance from God. She relied on visions from God that guided her decisions and actions. Joan of Arc's relationship with God was one of total trust. She firmly believed that her mission to drive the English out of France was guided by divine intervention. Number 3. In 1428, the English army invades France during the 100 Years' War, and Joan begins to believe that she has been chosen by God to help expel the English and restore the French king to the throne. Joan of Arc was a legendary French heroine, leading the army to victory against the English in the 100 Years' War. Through her courage and faith, she became an inspiration to millions, and her death became a symbol of hope and perseverance. She is a powerful example of how a single person can change the course of history. Joan of Arc was a remarkable woman who achieved numerous accomplishments in her short life, becoming a symbol of French national pride and unity. Her most important legacy is her dedication to justice and religious faith. She was only 17 years old when she began leading her country's army against the English in the 100 Years' War, and have made her a symbol of strength and resilience even today. Through her sheer determination and faith, she became one of the most influential military leaders of all time. Number 4. In 1429, Chinon. This is where Joan of Arc met with the Dauphin, Charles VII. and convinced him to continue the fight against the English. You can visit the Château de Chinon, where the meeting took place, and learn more about their conversation and its impact on the 100 Years' War. Joan travels to the court of the Dauphin, Charles VII, and convinces him to allow her to lead an army to lift the siege of Orléans. She achieves a decisive victory and becomes known as the Maid of Orléans. Orléans, this is where Joan of Arc played a significant role in the siege of Orléans. You can visit the Place du Martroi, where she led a successful attack against the English, as well as the Joan of Arc Museum and the Orléans Cathedral. What was Joan of Arc's relationship with King Charles VII? Her close relationship with King Charles VII was an integral part of her story and legacy, as it was their alliance that ultimately led to victory against the English forces. If you are enjoying the video, please subscribe to help me grow my channel. By May 1429, Joan of Arc was a remarkable figure in medieval history. Her bravery and determination helped turn the tide of battle, and ultimately resulted in French victory at Orléans. She is remembered for her courage and commitment to French sovereignty. The story of Joan of Arc has captivated hearts and minds for centuries. A young woman who dared to stand up against the English in a time when women were not expected to do so. Her courage and bravery earned her a place in history, culminating in the coronation of Charles VII as King of France at Reims on July 17, 1429. As a result, Joan's name has become synonymous with courage and determination. Number 5 in 1430, Joan is captured by the Burgundians, who sell her to the English. Number 6 in 1431, Rouen. You can visit the site of Joan of Arc's execution, the Joan of Arc Museum, and Rouen Cathedral in France to learn more about her incredible story. In 1431, Joan is put on trial by an ecclesiastical court in Rouen, accused of heresy and witchcraft. She is found guilty and sentenced to be burned at the stake at 19 years of age. From then on, her legacy has endured, inspiring generations to come. Number 7 in 1456, after a lengthy investigation, the Church declares Joan innocent of heresy and canonizes her as a saint. She is remembered as a hero for her role in France's victory against England and her influence on the Catholic Church. Joan of Arc's inspiring story continues to resonate with people today, demonstrating how one person can overcome great odds to fight for their beliefs. From her famous saying, "I am not afraid, I was born to do this," to her timeless advice, "Act, and God will act." Joan of Arc's words are as inspiring today as they were centuries ago. The French people underwent immense suffering with oppressive taxes and religious persecution under a centralized monarchy. Her gender made her a role model for women throughout history, inspiring them with her courage and strength. Joan's legacy has been interpreted in different ways throughout history, reflecting the changing values of various cultures. Number 8, exploring the history and culture behind Joan of Arc through a museum in France. The historical Jeanne d'Arc Museum in Rouen, France offers an awe-inspiring tribute to the iconic French heroine, set amidst other historical landmarks close to its famous cathedral. Musée Jeanne d'Arc in Rouen is a remarkable museum dedicated to Joan of Arc. Number 9, joining tours and events that celebrate Joan of Arc's legacy. Visiting the locations of her story is an unforgettable educational experience, giving insight into the time period and her story. If you like this video, please subscribe and like and give your opinion about this video.